Hey guys, what is up? It is Chuck, and I know that it's been a very long time since I've been on this channel and I've done anything on this channel. I've just been neglecting YouTube, quite frankly. Just been busy with life and haven't really been on here for so long. But, you know, whenever I do make a video, it usually has to do with Ancestry, and it usually has to do with some type of update. So I got something really special for you guys. So originally I was going to do a video doing my aunt's DNA results because she got hers back yesterday, and I was going to do a comparison between she and my mom, whose DNA that I've already done on this page, which you guys have already seen. But to my surprise, when I went on the Ancestry website today, I realized that they did an update and everything has pretty much changed. I mean, in terms of the Ancestry data that was previously made for everyone, it's been updated. I guess now they have more people that are taking the test. They've done more studies, and they're able to narrow it down to more specific areas that your DNA or your ancestry is from. And it's pretty cool because it's actually caused some changes within the percentages, and that's why I wanted to do this video, because to my surprise, I had actually a lot of changes in my DNA. Things that I thought I originally was suddenly have disappeared on the Ancestry website, and it's updated now to something more. And so I wanted to do a new, pretty much, update video of my DNA on Ancestry to show you guys the changes and to show you what my more accurate DNA is than it was when I took the test 2 years ago. So I'm going to go down the list based on continents first, and then I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of each area within that continent. So I'm going to start with the biggest one, which is European, and turns out I am 64% European. Previously I was 59%, so it went up a couple of percentages. And the crazy part is the breakdown, right? So I am 26% from Portugal, which is shocking to me because I thought I would be more Spanish. Before it was just Iberian Peninsula and they combined it, but now they have Portugal separate from Spain. So I'm 26% Portugal. That's the highest percentage of any area in my DNA, so I'm mostly Portuguese. Who knew? 26% Portugal, 17% Spain, which, you know, I figured I would be. 12% France, which shocked me because France did not show up previously. I thought France was part of Western Europe, and I didn't get any Western European in my DNA previously, so I didn't think I had any French in me at all, but it turned out I got 12%. So that is shocking to me because I did not see that coming at all. Pretty cool. 3% English, or from England, UK. 3% European Jewish, which is shocking because the last time I didn't even get Jewish, which I think is Ashkenaz Jew, or whatever you say it. I didn't get that last time, so I wasn't expecting to get any Jewish in me, and I got European Jewish, so that's pretty damn cool. 2% Ireland. I was 3% last time, so I lost 1 percentage. And 1% Basque, or Basque, I think it's pronounced. I don't know how it's pronounced, but is a part of the Spanish and Portugal area. So I guess you can add that to my Spanish and give me 18% Spain. I don't know. And that's my European, you guys. Very, very simple. That's it. The next is African. I am 19% African. The biggest shocker is that previously I didn't have any huge areas in Africa. Like any specific country that I was like a lot of DNA in. Everything was like 4%, 3%, 2%. But this time it came up that I'm 12% Cameroon. And that's the highest percentage of Africa for me. So I'm 12% Cameroon, which is really cool. It looks like they really narrowed it down to that one area in that country. So that's awesome. 4% Mali, 2% Benin, Togo, and 1% Nigerian. And that is my African. And last but not least is Native American. I am 17% Native American. Guess where I get this hair from, right? And it's kind of cool because they actually broke it down this time into 2 parts. So I am 14% North/Central/South American. So that includes like all of the Canada, United States, and South America, that area. And then I'm 3% and Andean or Andes, I don't know how you pronounce that. And on the map, it shows like a portion of South America, but like towards the right side, like where Brazil would be today. So I guess that's considered a different part. I don't know why. You would think it would be all the same thing, but it's not. It's broken down that way. So altogether, I'm 17% Native American, but I'm broken down into 14% North American, 3% Andes. So that's pretty damn cool, if you ask me. I like that they broke the Native American down a little bit more. Hopefully, as the test continues to grow, they'll have more specific areas of Native American that they can, call to. But I thought that was awesome. And I'm not done yet. No, because I figured since my DNA updated, that means everybody else's DNA in my family updated. Now, I was the first one to take the DNA test originally 2 years ago. I was able to convince my sister to take it, my mom to take it, my dad to take it, my brother-in-law took it, my cousin, my grandfather, and my grandmother before she passed. My aunt just took it, my other aunt is taking it. So pretty much everybody in my family is taking it, which is so freaking awesome because I love DNA and genealogy and just studying the differences between us. And so I did do my parents' DNA last year, and I did a video on it, which you guys can check out. Got a lot of views, and a lot of you guys liked it a lot. And turns out their DNA has changed as well. Not drastically, but definitely there are some significant changes like in my DNA. And I want to show you guys the differences between them. So my dad's DNA, he showed up as 61% European. I believe originally he was 58% European, so he went up by 2 points. And of that breakdown, he is 29% from Portugal. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I just had Starbucks. He is 29% from Portugal, which is a huge chunk. 24% from Spain. 3% European Jewish. 2% France. 1% England, and 1% Basque, which is again that area in Spain as well. And I had 1% as well, so I guess it carried over to me. And that's 61% total. He is 21% African, which actually is the same that he was last time, so nothing's changed. But the percentages within Africa have changed. So he is 11% Cameroon, 12%, so I'm one more than he is. 5% Mali, 3% Benin and Togo, 1% Senegal, and 1% Nigeria. Nigeria keeps showing up. And last but not least, Native American. He is 18% Native American. He is 16% North, Central, and South America. And 2% Andes again. I hope I'm saying it correctly. I feel like I'm not saying it correctly, so I apologize. But he is 2% Andean. And total, it will be 18% Native American. So 61% European, 21% African, 18% Native American. Now for my mom. My mom is 69% European. She was 63%, I believe, last time. So she went up a couple of points, almost in the 70s. And of course, her DNA changed a bit as well. She's 24% Portuguese, 23% Spanish, 14% French. That's where I got my French from because I'm 12%. 3% European Jewish, 1% Italian, 1% Norway, 1% Basque, 1% Germany, and 1% Ireland. So she's got a bunch of 1% in there for Europe. She is 18% Native American. 12% of that is North, Central, and South America. 6% is the Andes area. And of course, total would be 18%. And then Africa, she is 13% African, 5% Cameroon, 3% Benin Togo, 2% Mali, 1% Senegal, 1% North Africa, and 1% Ivory Coast, Ghana. But, you guys, I'm not done. Because I also tested my grandmother and my grandfather recently, and I did a video on my grandfather's DNA results. I think like 2 months ago. I did my grandmother earlier in the year, and of course their DNA has changed as well, so I want to give you guys an update of their DNA. And these are my mom's parents. So my grandmother is 63% European, 28% Portugal. Again, we have a lot of Portuguese in my family. 15% Spain, 6% France, 5% Ireland, 4% Italy, 2% Basque, 1% Sweden, 1% Norway, 1% English, and 1% European Jewish. She is 18% Native American, 15% North, South Central, 3% Andes, and she is 18% African. 11% Cameroon, 3% Mali, 2% Ivory Coast Ghana, 1% Senegal, 1% North Africa. She is also 1% Middle East. Can't forget the Middle East. So she got some Central Asian in her. Now for my grandpa. My grandfather is 73% European. He is 28% Portuguese, 26% Spanish, 5% France, 5% German, 2% Irish, 2% European Jewish, 2% England, 1% Italy, 1% Sweden, and 1% Basque. He is 19% Native American, 11% North, South, Central America, 8% Andes. And as for his African, last but not least, he is 8% African, 4% Cameroon, 2% North Africa, 1% Benin Togo, 1% Mali. So there you have it, folks. That is the DNA of my grandparents, my parents, and myself. If you guys want to compare the differences, you guys can go to my previous videos and check those out because I have them all up. My DNA, my parents, and my grandparents' DNA. And you can see the differences of the totals. So it's pretty cool. I mean, I was definitely shocked today when I went in and I saw the differences. I was like, holy crap, like this really changed a lot. It's more specific. It's a lot like 23andMe now, where they give you specific areas within the countries. Before it was more like generic. And I like the fact that it's getting more detailed. Because that tells me that they're getting more data in. And as they get more data, it allows more room for growth in terms of accuracy. So I think it's awesome. I love it. I'm so happy with my DNA results. It's kind of funny too, because when I was looking online at like the typical Puerto Rican, the average Puerto Rican I believe is 65% European, 15%, 12 to 50% Native American, and I believe 15 to 20% African. So it's kind of funny that I kind of fall like right in that line. Like I'm 64% European, 17% Native American, 19% African. So I pretty much am like right in that average percentage. And everyone in my family is as well. Like my grandparents, my mom, my dad, there's no real big differences between us. We all pretty much share very similar DNA in terms of our genealogy. And I think that's pretty cool because it goes to show that what we were taught and what we were told growing up as Puerto Ricans is absolutely correct. Like we are mixed primarily with, you know, European, Native American, and African. And the breakdown is very similar to what I already assumed. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully you guys enjoy that breakdown. I know some of you guys have taken the test yourself. I would encourage you to go back on Ancestry and see the differences because they do show you the difference between what it was before to what it is now. And maybe you guys can do your own video to show the differences of how your percentages have changed and how the accuracy is different now. It's pretty cool. If you haven't taken the test, I urge you to take it. It's so amazing. It's so awesome.